possibly. There we go. Happy April Fool's Day, everybody. I fooled you all into thinking that we're going to be doing this on a Friday night, but no, we did it on a Saturday. I was just super, super busy yesterday, so that's why we couldn't do it. But we're doing it today. And yeah. So with me tonight, or today.
This afternoon.
This lovely April Fool's Day afternoon. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Is Alex.
Don't worry. I always confuse myself about Kuma on April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
Happy April Fool's Day, everyone. By the way, be aware of a particular joke that may come around.
Oh no. Anyway, moving on from that, Will is actually at Six Flags Over Georgia right now. So hi, Will, if you're listening. First bit of news that we have is actually just like news in general. WrestleMania is in Orlando right now, and the stage looks like crap. Okay, cool. We're going to move on from that. The reason why I bring up the stage is because
there's theme park elements.
It looks like a roller coaster.
And a drop tower.
It looks like crap. It looks so bad. I don't want to watch the show because of it. It looks so bad.
That'd be another reason why I never watched WWE. In all seriousness, though, even as someone that doesn't like wrestling, I can tell that shit is really bad. Like, dear God in heaven, how did they get away with that bad?
Yeah. All right, so next up, we're going to move on to Alex, and Alex is going to go through his topics. And then I'm going to go through my topics, and we're going to end with Volcano Bleh.
Or Bay.
Nope, it's Bleh.
Bay for me.
Bleh.
Bay! First off, Disneyland Paris, this actually comes from a individual, like a really unique site, and it was actually confirmed via a shareholder meeting not too long ago that Disneyland Paris' second park, Walt Disney Studios, would be receiving brand new additions to the park in the next 10 years that will relate around the Marvel brand. This isn't really much of a shock, as not long before, at the most recent quarterly earnings call, Bob Iger himself also kind of insinuated plans for Paris and more for Anaheim in the near future. Travis, when do you think Tower of Terror is going to close?
Which Tower of Terror? The one in Paris or the Florida one?
Paris, because there's no way in hell the one in Florida closes.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm hoping this is an April Fool's joke.
Nope, this was from a few days ago. And yeah.
I just want them, like, here's my thing with Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not mad about it. I think it's cool. I think it's a cool new thing to bring into the parks. And it actually uses the Marvel property that they want to use in the theme parks but can't because of Universal. But it's a way to kind of get around it because Universal doesn't have any rights to, like, Guardians.
Well, they do, but not like they have like the comic rights.
Yeah, they have the comic rights. They don't have. I'm yawning. The theme park rights.
And Disney can't even market it as Marvel. They can only market it as superheroes.
Yeah, or they will just do Guardians of the Galaxy. They're not putting a Marvel name on it. But my thing is, I'm not mad about it. But if it takes away every Tower of Terror, I'm gonna get mad. Or if it takes away something that's at Epcot or possibly taking out for some stupid reason Rock and Roller Coaster, I would get mad. I don't want anything to go for Tower of Terror in Orlando. I know that sounds really like...
You mean for Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, for Guardians of the Galaxy. What did I say?
You said Rock and Roller Coaster for Tower of Terror.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
Although it would be nice to have 2 Tower of Terrors.
Oh, I would be okay with that.
Especially if it's the same one from the same freaking park. I will say this. It was originally rumored a few years back as well when the first talks came in that there would potentially be for Walt Disney Studios in Paris that they would be doing a attraction on Spider-Man that would retheme their Rock and Roller Coaster. And while I don't think Aerosmith is long for the world, because I do think just replacing it with a general rock and roll theme would be much better.
No, we need a person hosting that ride.
I think, well, here's my logic when it comes to Rock and Roller Coaster. If it would ever get replaced properly, don't insinuate it on one person, but go in the entire genre of rock and roll. So that way you don't have to pay royalties for every single person.
Yeah.
And we have a LARPer in the house. There's something that I'm kind of curious about, and that's D23. There's a lot of rumors coming around Disney. There's a lot of people saying this and that. I'm curious to hear what happens at D23, whether or not they stick to just Star Wars Land, or they actually talk about stuff for Hong Kong in the Marvel, stuff for Paris for stuff to Marvel, Anaheim for stuff to Marvel, and even talk about some of Epcot, which I highly doubt, but I would love to see it.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that this year's D23 is going to give some more answers than just false, like, hopes. Because that's very... Like, I get why people are having enough of Disney sometimes when it comes to, like, just their marketing. Because they don't know... That's the one thing I don't like about Pandora's marketing. I don't like... Even somewhat to an extent, just when Seven Dwarfs was opening, they didn't get the market.
Yeah.
And I'm curious about what happens, but I'm honestly just waiting because I'm worried.
I am too.
What do you think of Marvel coming to Disney Studios in Paris? Like, just in general.
I don't know. I think it needs to be in its own park. It doesn't need to be sharing with anything.
I get why, because there is some legitimate sense that would come to that. Although, and I do fear for this, outside of Star Wars Land, a lot of the crap that's coming in the next few years isn't good in quality. That's just where I'm kind of starting to fear right now, and I'm hoping that's not going to be the case. Who knows? But that being said, there's actually a little bit positive news for Disneyland. Disneyland has officially unveiled brand new scenes for Autopia. These were done in permits in December, and now it's made official. Honda and Disneyland has now unveiled new scenes all throughout the iconic attraction of Autopia, featuring the icon of Honda, or an old icon of Honda, Asmo, and a brand new character of a robotic bird. Yeah. Kind of looking similar to the orange bird, but I'm not exactly sure if I want to say that. None of the figures move, but this also isn't the first time that Asmo has been at Disneyland. And that there was that situation a few years back at Innoventions, and that Asmo was actually part of the Innoventions before his accident occurred. Travis, what do you think of Disneyland updating Autopia?
I think it's good because then we won't lose Autopia at Disneyland.
Personally, I'm fine with it. I get why, and I'm actually kind of happy they at least took out the Chevron characters.
Yeah.
That being said, I really hope this doesn't mean that they're keeping it for the long haul, unless if they do something big to update the cars to be more electric.
Yeah.
Because there's still gas.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And that shouldn't be the case. That being said, next up, Universal Studios Hollywood has officially updated the projection system on Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. The key mark attraction of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Hogsmeade at Universal Studios Hollywood has now received a massive projection upgrade. Presumably with the partnership with Christie and Universal, the new update has upgraded all of the projection systems to a full 4K resolution at 120 frames per second, which, in contrast, the previous version of the projection technology was a 4K, but it was 60 FPS.
Yeah.
Are you happy to hear changes coming into just like projections for Harry Potter?
We need 4K in Orlando.
I think that if the rumors about the updates come, like the upgrade, the expansion come for Hogsmeade is true, then we may see that, but it'll be later on when that gets happening. That being said, I am curious about just like how crisp it is, because they were really good before, even with, and I'm kind of curious about that. That being said, there's one more thing that I'm talking about, and this one, I think you are going to talk about it too. Universal has recently filed plans for the Wet 'n Wild property. This includes some of the plots around it and Wet 'n Wild itself, along with the parking. The big thing that comes out of this is a potential 4,000-room hotel with 3 garages on the property. The code name is Dry & Tame, and that it's supposed to be making the hotel capacity go to the projected 10 to 15K goal that Universal has reached.
Yeah.
Travis, the first thing I want to talk to you about, Dry & Tame. What do you think of the code name?
I think it's funny.
I honestly think there's a real good sense of irony. Like, it's hilarious that they did that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious about what other code names are for parks. The second, what do you think of the rooms? Like the amount of rooms? Because if it's just one hotel,
it's gonna be a value resort, and it's gonna be great.
Do you think it'll be one hotel or 2?
It'll be one hotel with 2 wings that look they are identical, kind of like a Cabana Bay type thing.
Personally, like, I'm just kind of curious because the thought in me occurs they're gonna have to go vertical to reach these amount of rooms, like the entire amount of rooms. What would be the theme? Because they've done a lot of the 7 Seas. They've done a lot of the 7 Seas. That's been a big thing of their hotels. Portofino, Cabana, Volcano even, Sapphire, and I forgot another one. Damn it.
Royal Pacific.
Royal Pacific. Sorry, I spaced out. They've all kind of pertained to like a Seas format. I'm kind of curious about how they may handle the theme, because I think if they're going to go with a tower concept, they could go in a direction similar to how the South Seas in Miami are. Kind of not like how Adventure is going to be, but a proper dedicated theme. I could see that, and would actually kind of.
I have breaking news about Guardians of the Galaxy.
The tarps?
No, all of the stuff's down.
Yeah. Scaffold. But no, not everything. There's still some stuff.
Yeah, they're doing the entrance and all that stuff, but the stuff that everyone can see basically is done. It seriously looks like they just put stuff over Tower Terror.
I am very much. I am not in a very good liking to it. If it was another park and was built from the ground up entirely and not pre-built and a replacement, a la Simpsons or Mummy. Actually, no, not like Mummy. But similar to that of a retheme.
Yeah.
It grows on me. Barely, mind you. It was in a different park altogether with it get like a theme that was dedicated with it.
Yeah.
I would be in that category of actually kind of giving a shit. But no, I don't. I honestly, it's really bad, and I'm very much agreeing with everyone. It looks like a crap.
Yeah.
Why Longface?
Oh, I'm looking at something. Apparently, there's gonna be a Men in Black Alien Attack High Score Shootout Challenge.
Yep, with Travis.
With between annual pass holders and team members, and your team captains are Matt Korn and Tim Tracker.
Yeah. And Drunky's back in it too, so I'm kind of curious if he can kick the crap out of Matt.
Oh gosh.
I'm excited. I want to see Drunky kick him.
We need this to not happen.
Oh, I want it to happen. I find it gloriously interactive with the APs. Like, as much as I know some people don't like it, yeah. I'm happy. I'm really happy that they're engaging with the annual pass holders like this. This is what I would classify as a really good way to market the bloggers and market the Universal themselves, like showing that they support the fans. Oh, in all reality, who would you think would win?
Tim.
I could get that because that would be an easy way, just like say, hey, all of our APs are winners. Although if they're following the rules from before, there's no way in hell they're going to win.
All right, moving on from that. Are you done with your topics?
Is there anything else you want to talk about Dry and Tame? Just like anything? No. Then we're done.
Cool. Let's talk about Halloween Horror Nights. Let's talk about how American Horror Story is coming back.
It's the highest guest satisfactory rated attraction maze of all time.
No, I'm going to quote this correctly, or I'm going to get killed. It's the highest rated entertainment. Oh, what was it? It's the highest rated entertainment offering Universal has ever created, ever.
Yeah, if that was enough to guarantee a 3-year contract.
Not even based off of an attraction or a show or anything. The fact that a haunted house that probably almost didn't happen got the rating that it did and is now the highest rated. I want to know what was before that.
I think The Walking Dead.
Oh, yuck. I'm going to throw up.
Either that or I think it's either, if you're talking about Horror Nights for Orlando, it could be The Walking Dead or the Mega House from 25.
Jack's house? Yeah, probably.
There was a leaked lineup for Hollywood, and American Horror Story wouldn't have all the 3 seasons that Orlando is. So them not making the announcement now actually makes sense.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Texas. They have Texas, but it's a different Texas.
It's Roanoke. It's just Roanoke.
It's just Roanoke, yeah. Because no one's gonna be able to deal with Asylum or Coven in California because they're all wimps.
Actually, I would beg to differ. This would be a situation of where they want to extend the amount of mazes they can do.
No.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised next year's Asylum. I wouldn't be surprised because there's content that you can do. And it's not like that what happened in October. That's not what I've heard at all. But I am kind of curious. When is Universal Studios Hollywood going to announce their first maze? Will it be a shared, like last year, or will it be an exclusive?
Yeah.
Odds are it's probably going to be a shared.
I don't know. Depending on if they Universal needed to say to save themselves that American Horror Story is only. Did they say only at Universal Orlando?
No, they didn't, and there was no word from Hollywood on that day.
Maybe Murdy's like sick.
No, he was on tour that day, and it was silence. Like he specifically said, silence is key.
Maybe that's the code name.
No, it's not, and I think I know what the code name actually is. But yeah, there was no word about American Horror Story on that day. Nothing, nada, zilch. And he was just like, "No, I'm enjoying the silence." And he also said, "Silence is golden." I was like, they announced it, and you're not going to talk about it because it's its own separate thing.
No, if you keep saying silence, 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 you're getting Silence of the Lambs.
No, that'd be a sick way of doing an April Fool's joke.
No. Ooh.
Yeah, you should have done that. That being said,
I'm gonna tweet Murdy right now and say, hey, with all your talk of silence, I'm guessing Silence of the Lambs is coming, right?
I'm hoping he gives you a no.
I'm gonna be hashtag April Fools.
Honestly, though, I wouldn't be surprised that Hollywood does announce a shared with Orlando, probably by the end of the month, because there's a particular film getting an anniversary soon, and that's been one of the largest rumored ever since I even think November, actually. That being said, I do believe I'm kind of curious about how Orlando tackles it again, because they did apparently well with last year. A lot of people loved it. I'm kind of excited just see where they're going to be placing it, how they're going to handle it, and it's horror season, y'all. Let's get going.
Are you done talking about Horror Story?
Yeah.
Cool. We can move on. Let's talk about this carnival that's apparently coming to Sapphire. According to Universal Orlando, a new weekly Caribbean Carnival special event will be taking place every Wednesday night, starting April 5th through July 5th at Sapphire Falls, with the interactive island festival including music, drinks, and island food of the Cuba, Bahamas, Barbados, and more.
I actually like that.
Seating and dinner starts at 6, with the show starting at 7. Cost is $69 per person. $35 for kids, and kids 3 and under are free. And you don't need to stay at the resort to attend.
Oh, so you don't even have to be on property at all. You can just be local.
You can just go.
That's actually not a bad idea.
No, it's not a bad idea at all.
And it's a way for incentives, prices to actually be raised up a little bit more. There's going to be some spending.
Yeah.
I'm curious about this. I never heard about this before, actually. Oh, did I? So, is it going to be kind of just a little bit of a Mardi Gras festival?
Yeah, kind of like a Mardi Gras.
Actually, yeah, I am curious about that.
Me too. I'll be able to see stuff about it, which makes me happy. So as my computer hates me and tries to
shut down the show?
Not shut down the show, because we're still live. I'm shocked, actually, that we're still live. Let's talk about Volcano Bay.
The Battle of Bleh and Bay. So, How are we going to talk about this? Because do you want to talk about just like the ticket pricing first, and then we'll go?
I'm going to go first, and I'm going to read through all of this. I'm going to complain, state my case, and then go. And then you go.
And then we'll let the viewers decide.
Yes. So Volcano Bay Universal has announced a bunch of Volcano Bay stuff. Volcano Bay is going to cost $67 for adults, $62 for children. A 3-day, 3-park tickets, park-to-park ticket, will be $314 per adult, $304 for children, and to visit one park each day, it's $259 per person, $249.99 for children. One ticket entails admission to all 3 Universal Orlando theme parks, and Florida resident discounts do apply on multi-day passes with proof of Florida residency.
And the regular price?
No, that's the regular price. It doesn't say Florida price.
No, general admission.
It's $67. I already went through all of that.
Okay, sorry.
It was stating that there's Florida resident discounts. We just don't know what they are yet. Personally, I would think that a Florida resident 1-day ticket would be $60, and then kids will be like $57. So
probably working at that ballpark, or at least $63 for adults.
It'll be $10 off of everything about.
So yeah, probably about. If I were to give a guess, it'll probably be about 63 for adults. So at least be similar to the regular child admission, and then it'll spike down a little bit for kids.
Yeah. And they brought in a tier of annual passes. The 3-park annual pass, the Florida resident 3-park premier pass will cost. This is the Florida resident premier pass. Actually, I have them all down there. So I'll go through all those pass holder things in a second, but all benefits stay the same as the 2-park pass, except the preferred power and seasonal pass holders will be blocked out from Volcano Bay between July 1st and the 31st. Premier annual pass holders will have no blackout dates, and there's no need to upgrade to a 3-park pass, as the 2-park passes are still on sale if you want just a 2-park.
And keep in mind, though, the 3-park passes will probably stay the course. The 2-park pass will probably stay the course for the year.
Yeah.
And then, or they could just do an upcharge fee for Volcano Bay and then just go for the, like what Disney does, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So here's a full breakdown of all the passes and all that stuff. So Florida residents, seasonal, the 2-park is $259 right now. It'll go up to $358. Power pass is $319. It'll go up to $418.
Oh, you kind of spiked in the audio.
$418. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Cool. Preferred annual. I'm gonna make sure we're still live. Cool. Preferred annual. No, I'm not playing Zelda, I promise.
Open the chest.
Open the freaking chest. Preferred annual pass right now is $349, and it'll go to $448. Premier annual is $49, and it'll go to $638 for 3 parks. Hold on a second.
Oh, no worries. We probably are.
Non-Florida residents, power or seasonal pass is $284. It's going to go $383. Power annual is going to go $344 to $443. Wow, that's messing with my brain. Preferred annual is $389 or $384. Now it'll go to $483. It's like they just jumbled up a bunch of numbers and said, "There you go." Premier annual.
I think it's your mind.
Yeah, Premier annual is $539. And now it'll go to $688. That's very expensive. Current pass holders can upgrade to a 3-park pass, which the cost to upgrade for seasonal, power, and preferred is $99, while the premier pass is $149. The pass expiration date will not change, and if you are on FlexPay, your monthly payments will remain the same. If your pass expires in 2 months, it might be wise to hold off and wait and just renew to the 3-park whenever you do it. For more information and specific breakdown to upgrade, go to 1-866 Pass for Fun.
So, I'll let you be.
Oh, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
Existing pass holders wanting to upgrade can visit the the pass holder upgrade center at Islands of Adventure between April 3rd and April 30th between 8 and 6. We also have Express, which, oh boy.
19 bucks for regular, one time, and
one day,
bucks.
one time Universal Express, which is one time on each attraction, is $19 for Volcano Bay. All day is $39.
Well, both of them are one day, but one of them is the one time, which is $19, and then
the all day is being able to ride everything multiple times and just having fun.
And that's $39. And keep in mind, from what it sounds like, there will be limits on the Express Pass. They will not allow you to go on water attractions on Cracktown, so you will still have to do the reserve. The outer attractions, you will be fine. So, is there anything else?
Yes, in a second. I looked up. So I'm done with this. I looked up on Universal's website rooms for Monday, May 22nd through Monday, May 29th. So that's the week that Volcano Bay opens and Pandora opens. There are 3 types of rooms available at Portofino. There's a deluxe 2-queen room, a club 2-queen room, and Despicable Me Kids Suite. I will say, in order of me saying those, the deluxe queen is $324 per night, the club queen is $370 per night, and the Despicable Me Kids room is $525 per night. Hard Rock, you only have 1 room available, and that's a pool view queen. It's $290. At Royal Pacific, you have a King Suite, which is $321. Hospitality Parlor Suite with connecting standard 2-queen rooms is $656. And Royal Hospitality Parlor Suite with connecting Club King is $808. Sapphire, you have your standard queen, which is $161. The Kids Suite, which is $331. The Hospitality Suite, which is $511. Standard room, this next one and last one is Cabana, which is the one that everyone thinks that they should stay at because of its close proximity to Volcano Bay. Hold on, I'm getting situated for this rant. Standard room is $124. Poolside room is $135. Courtyard Family Suite $160. Tower Family Suite, which is the new towers, is $164. Courtyard Family Suite Poolside is $167, and Tower Family Suite Poolside is $174. Here is where the rant begins. Volcano Bay is going to fail.
How so?
I hope it succeeds just for Universal's sanity, but it's going to fail.
And how so?
One, I'm not mad about the single-day tickets. Or, for that matter, the multi-day tickets. That's fine. I understand. You need to make a profit off the people that just want to go to your parks and then go to Disney. You got to make that money somehow. $67 for Volcano Bay for a new park, that's perfectly fine. I'm fine with that. That's not where my rant's at. My rant is with your annual pass holders. These annual pass holders literally go for a couple hours every other day or every week or something like that. They go for that long and then they leave and go home. Or you have annual pass holders like me, which come on trips every maybe couple months, maybe every 6 months or something like that. And They just did it because of the perks with all the souvenirs and free parking and being able to get into all the parks. I'm just saying Universal's pass holder rate is going to go way down. And I've already seen it because there's people in the Universal Annual Pass Holders Facebook page that are saying they are not going to renew.
And
and that hurts me.
I would specify, though, that the Universal Annual Pass Facebook, not everyone has to do it.
That's very true.
And
you don't have to be a part of the pass holder group. Most of the people aren't even pass holders that are in there. They're just dumb. But
so I would hesitate a little bit.
But if someone's in there saying, oh, I'm not going to renew my annual pass because of Volcano Bay, you have to listen to that. You have to ask why. You have to say, because until they tell me to upgrade, I'm not going to upgrade. Unless I get comped a ticket or they give me a military price for going to Volcano Bay, I'm not going to go.
Odds are they will have the military price.
And the military price better be like $50.
I would not say that much, but I would say there would probably be a cheaper than 60. I don't think 50 is where you're going to see it. That would be stretching. Look, and I'm going to say this because I do see a lot of problems with this, and I'm not stupid. There will be people that will leave because there will be people that will think this is getting a little bit expensive. And while I would agree, there's a lot of things going on in Orlando that are actually starting to be very big. So them wanting to make sure that everything is in place, it's a lot better than the New York Studios Hollywood. That's very much from a very good pedigree.
Yeah.
Right? So if they don't have a situation that's not Universal Studios Hollywood, they're a winner.
But
there was annual pass problems during that time period.
My thing about this is you have really bad issues with this. Number one, you're asking your already loyal annual pass holders to pay. Most of them are preferred or seasonal or power passes, so they have to pay an extra $100 to upgrade to that, and they get blocked out in July. And I understand the block out in July because you're probably going to hit capacity because the park only has a capacity of insert the number that I know and Alex knows that I'm not going to say, and it's very surprising.
And I would also
don't say it either.
No worries, I won't. But I would also say that something else to keep in mind too with Universal Studios Volcano Bay, with the price being so insanely of a steal, because they're offering new technology for the water park. That would be for just like the big leagues. And with the diverse water park attractions a part of it, I do believe that there is, if you don't want to pay for the upcharge, you can at least just pay for the standard. It's cheap, it's a steal. So you don't have to be in that issue. That being said, it's a prick move about the Premier Pass, and I will admit I actually agree with that.
I hate it. I will not pay $149. Whenever it comes to upgrading it next year, I will probably do whatever the pass amount is, but I won't be happy about it.
And I do believe that Volcano Bay, I don't think it'll be a failure, because the more water parks in Orlando, the better. But I do believe that there could be a little bit of a decline. Not entirely too big, but I do think there could be a small decline.
Yeah.
Which, yes, that would lose money. But they're going to get a lot of money in the next few months from the general public, because I'm going on the general public's viewpoint. You see a brand new park. And regardless if it's a theme park or a water park, it's something brand new and it's big. So what do? You want to go to it. And with the tactics that they're doing, there are parts in the lead up to the opening that they're doing extremely well. they're letting people know what exactly there is to offer in terms of like how the tap will be used, how food is, and not. But they also lack a little bit in the pricing, which now they finally have gone to that level.
Yeah.
I feel very sorry for the team members though, because they're blocked out. They're blocked out throughout the entirety of May to I think August. And
Alex, I hate to tell you this. They're blocked out till December.
No, I've heard till August.
No, they're going to extend it till October or until at least November, at the latest December.
And
they're going to block them out through Horror Nights.
Is that a guess or is that?
That's
because if that's a guess, then we still don't know.
It's not a guess. They will possibly let upper level team members in at in August, but your majority of your seasonal slash ride ops, merchandise, and all that other stuff, they won't get in until probably November, December.
All right.
Which isn't bad.
And
because here's the thing. What Universal can do is literally buy out Volcano Bay one day. Well, they really can't do that because then there'll be no team members in the park. But I'm like, they're not doing a team member preview. They're not. They're not ready. They're not even going to be ready for opening day. I'm letting you know that right now.
I'm honestly in the pedigrees where I think it's possible, but they would have to limit the area that people would be in. They would have to. It wouldn't be the entire park. I know for a fact that if they do it, there's no way in hell they would be able to go close to Cracktown.
Oh, you mean for the
It just team member previews, like how it was handled for Kong and Fallon and before that. Just previews for certain groups of individuals at particular periods of time. It won't be everyone. There were people testing also, and I'm sure this is just construction workers, but there's been people testing, and I wouldn't be surprised that there is that possibility that they may do a particular sort of preview that is not entirely of the park. I know for a fact that they'll probably not do soft openings, but
yeah.
But I do believe that there is a team member preview, at least in the cards, at least for one element.
Yeah.
That being said, though, I am more.
Get me right.
Yeah. I am worried a little bit, and I'm kind of curious to see what happens. We have about a month left, and they're really going all out.
Yeah.
In construction right now. They could be ready for a full park team preview. And who knows? Universal is very weird in their construction schedule, and they won't delay it, especially this close.
Yeah.
Do I think certain attractions may not be operational opening day? Yeah, actually. I think there may be one in particular, but it won't be the water. I think the Aqua Coaster, and I think all the other attractions outside of the attractions within Krakatoa are fine. I'm worried about inside that cab.
Breaking news out of random stuff that makes no sense because it's probably true that they're doing it. But okay, so McDonald's tweeted today we've announced, and this was March 30th. Today we announced by mid-2018 all quarter pounder burgers at the majority of our restaurants will be cooked with fresh beef, which is good. And when Wendy's tweeted back saying, so you still use frozen beef in most of your burgers in all of your restaurants.
Shit.
Asking for a friend. No. And I'm gonna quote, and someone photoshopped this obviously. Today we've announced, and it's the whole in 2018, and then McDonald's tweeted again on April 1st, April Fools, mofos. Our burgers are the same frozen horse meat you've been eating for years. Yay.
That being said, though, I am kind of curious because we have about. I wouldn't be surprised if you see some filming at Volcano Bay for Fallon, but it won't be the entire park. It'll be at least a little bit.
Yeah.
And that'll be for the purpose volcano. And I wouldn't be surprised to hear Supercharged Mountains.
I don't want Supercharged. I want it to burn.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see an announcement for that in the next week. And that's just like an announcement of a re-announcement. Like saying, yeah, this is basically what we're doing, and there will be a date for 2018 with a new piece of concept art. I don't think you'll see it.
Oh my god, I'm sharing. It's real. Oh my god. At Alex Show. Check your Twitter. Alex Show. There you go.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about that. The fuck?
Yeah.
No, not that. I was just looking at something from the Holy Land experience. I was like,
oh, yeah, that would make you go like that. Yeah, totally. Make sure, whenever you have Ken on tonight, make sure you talk about Holy Land.
Oh,
that's his favorite place on earth.
That's going a little bit.
No, seriously, I'm not joking. Literally say. So, when was the last time you went to Holy Land? All right, so moving on to, I guess, my last part of this rant. Because it's not a rant about Volcano Bay. It's a rant on hotels.
Okay.
I read all of those prices for May. Now I'm to go into July, which is when 80% of your pass holders are blocked out. Rooms at Portofino range from $330 to $1,329 per night.
I'm mentioning the presidential suite.
What do you mean? What?
There's a presidential suite within most of the hotels.
Yeah. But you have to, like, those are for celebrities and all that stuff.
Yeah. So.
For Hard Rock, they go from $342 till $435 because there's a lot of stuff that's probably not available.
That's actually rather cheap.
Royal Pacific is $304 to $1,310. Sapphire is $187 to $577, and Cabana Bay is $159 to $201. And that's in the middle of July, so that's pretty expensive.
Actually, no. Cabana's a steal.
Cabana's a steal no matter what time of the year you go. It's an amazing hotel. Even if you pay $149 a night for that room, you're golden. Now let's go to the week that I'm going for Horror Nights, October 12th through the 19th, which this year is basically going to be Hell Week. Average room rate for Portofino Bay is $230. Your average room rates for the rest of the other 2 weeks that I talked about were about $300.
So there's a significant decline already there.
Hard Rock Hotel is $334. It's about the same. Hard Rock really never changes. Royal Pacific is $214 a night. Cedar Falls is $145 per night.
Okay, that's not surprising.
And Cabana Bay, guess how much?
Okay, because I actually want to guess this. 79.
No, it's more expensive. It's above 100, but not much.
Okay. 109.
106.
That was close. That still is insanely cheap, though. I'll give them that. For Horror Nights, that's cheap. And I wouldn't be surprised that you see a lot of booked rooms.
Yeah, I'll keep checking on that. But, like, I understand why they do this. I understand that you can raise your prices for different times of the year to try and make more money. I understand that. But
I think you're now combining theme park logic.
There's no such thing as an off-peak year or an off-peak time of the year at all, ever anymore. Disney's always busy. Universal's mostly always busy.
And that's not really a surprise considering the continuing strong tourist growth in the past few years. There's been a huge uptick. It's not funny how big it's been getting. And that since Orlando was the shortest to get out of the recession, or at least one of the shortest.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money that actually is legitimately spent for theme parks, and that a lot of people want to get away from reality. So yes, are the hotel prices supposed to be like that? Yeah, because they want to make sure that while they can be financially gaining profitability, they can at least also cater to a particular status quo.
Yeah. I'm just my whole thing is that everyone's overcharging for everything because all this is and I don't like saying this, but I'm going to because it's the nicest way I can say it. It's a measurement of male genitalia contest. That's all.
So it's a dick measuring.
Thank you. That's all that this is because Disney makes it literally started with Seven Dwarfs. Disney makes Seven Dwarfs in New Fantasyland. Actually, started with Potter. So Potter happens, New Fantasyland.
Well, Fantasyland was before that.
Okay, that's what I thought. So it was New Fantasyland, then they built first Potter, and then they did a bunch of renovations with things, and then a bunch of renovations with things, and then Frozen, and then Potter, and then there's just back and forth with them. Can we just stop?
Why? You don't want to see economic growth for the theme parks?
No, I just don't want to see the growth that is Avatar.
Oh, you're worried if it bombs.
It's not going to bomb. That's the problem. I want it to so bad. Because
I honestly think it's very possible that it could.
It doesn't deserve to be in Animal Kingdom.
It doesn't deserve to be anywhere.
But my thing is, I just don't understand.
Marketable appeal?
Yes, they have sex with their tails.
Knock, knock, who's there? Sex tails. I will never let that joke die.
No one will.
Not even Universal would, probably.
Yeah, they'll make the joke. They'll say, finally, after 400 years, we're open.
And then they'll continue to do a Star Wars joke.
No, they'll do a Toy Story joke first because that's supposed to open first.
True, but Star Wars is probably going to be the one that's delayed.
That's true.
That being said, though, I do honestly think that you're talking about theme park economics.
Yeah.
Which, yes, there is a lot of various variables into this. And I wouldn't be surprised that you hear there's been intense declines at Disney throughout the past few months. And I'm worried about that.
Yeah.
So, and that not all the rooms are being booked. Meanwhile, Universal's booking all the rooms.
Yeah.
And we've seen that throughout Horror Nights. So my question now lies, what's next? You're going to reach that 10,000 mark with the Wet n Wild property. So what do? Do you go and decide to do, hey, we're going to do Act for theme park and to bring more people to the resort property and to limit away the economical tides of people that do hotels outside of the parks? And there will always be those. There's no way in hell you can get rid of it. So how will Universal tackle iDrive? That's the question I'm curious about the next few years. And I think Wet n Wild's going to be our key. Unlock the damn thing.
Yeah.
Is there any other thoughts you may have?
Volcano Bay is going to fail.
And keep in mind, that's always subject to opinion.
Yes.
Which is something that I hope stays with us for the end of time.
Yep.
That being said, is there anything else you would like to talk about?
I'm fine. Do your little outro.
You can find me at Twitter at Alex Show Productions. Alex Show PRD, that's no space, Alex Show PRD. Here on YouTube at Alex Show Productions. And tonight, join me and Ken Storley on a brand new episode of Theme Park Talk.
Cool. You can follow me on Twitter at Travis Coaster. It's basically all I use, but I have an Instagram. It's at Travis Coaster, and a YouTube channel, which you're watching right now.
Or someone else is watching, you're watching. Like, it's a watchception.
No, we're not watchceptioning. If you think that I'm stupid and don't know what I'm talking about with Volcano Bay, please message me. I will educate you.
And I will rebuttal Travis till the end of time.
I'm not joking, and that's why you're here, to make sure that I don't go off on long tangents and want to punch people in the face.
And that I'm always the other end of the spectrum, too.
Yep.
That being said, is there anything else you would like to talk about? Unless if we just want to wrap it up right now.
Nope, let's wrap it up. Happy April Fool's Day, and we will see you all on Friday.
Peace out, mother puffs.